Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It's your girl, Shay Profit. And I want to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining the fold. I really appreciate it. And today we're going to be doing Nate Parker. So Nate Parker is an actor. He is a director, and I think he produces as well. And he is doing a new movie about black men, being shot and killed, and when is enough was enough. So he has been accused of rape. He was acquitted. And so I wanted to inquire about, did he really do it? Is he really a rapist? And yada. So as I did that beforehand, because I always prep. It always seems like I'm not prepping, but for me, I have to prep before I do anything. And so my prep is a little different from most. I need to ask my spirit guides to bring people forward. In this case, the rape victim, she killed herself. So I asked her to step forward. And I asked her what happened. And basically she told me that she had been drinking. She was at a party. And she met Nate, and he offered it, to go back to his place, and they did. And she didn't sign up for the other guy to come along too. So she did sleep with Nate. She had been drinking. She didn't sign up for Nate's friend, co-defendant as well, the person who actually went to jail for rape, who's also a producer or a writer or something like that on Birth of a Nation. And so to me, what I was understanding, what she was telling me, was that she expected Nate to save her and say, no, she's with me and this ain't going down. And he didn't do that. And I think she hadn't moved on, and I moved her on. I don't like spirits lingering. That's not a thing that I am about. You deserve to be in the light. So go be in the light. So I happily moved her along. But what she told me before I moved her along was just like, she expected him to save her from the situation. He didn't do that. And she expected people to save her when it came out that she had been assaulted, and no one did that. So did he rape her? Technically, no. But he didn't stop it either. So for that, my dude, I will say that you are just as guilty as the other dude. And for your new movie that's coming out, I understand why the movie needs to come out. But I would say to that, great message, wrong messenger. You are the wrong person to be telling that story. Yeah, he got a co-assist from Spike Lee. And as a filmmaker, man, as a black filmmaker, it is amazing to see Spike saying, okay, I like your message and I'm going to go ahead and put my name on that. But I don't think it's going to do well at the box office. But it's not up to me to decide what's going to do well, or, what my impressions are. We're not here for that. We're going to be reading Nate Parker and the movie. So yeah, my impressions are going to play a little into this, but not really. We're definitely want to know how is his next movie called American Sin, if I'm not mistaken. How is it going to do at the box office? And he has 5 daughters. And when I tell you, I think it's karma coming back for him, because you are a boy, and usually, I say he's a boy, he's a man. How boys are born, it depends on your father's, how many boys that were in his family, and so on and so on. So for him to have 5 girls, I think it's karma, saying everything that you didn't do, you're going to have to repeat that in your girls. All the standing up you should have did for that young lady that passed away, you should have did. You have to now somehow find your way with all these daughters and right your wrong that you so have not taken accountability for. I definitely see that. So we're going to cut it. We're going to see what, American Sin's going to do, what's going to happen with Nate Parker, all the above. So this card wanted to stay. So we're going to play it like this. The Hermit. I do believe he has been quiet. You haven't heard anything from Nate Parker in years. After Birth of Nation didn't do hot, and it sold for almost $20 million. I think it was like $17.8 million, which is the highest it's ever been sold for indie film. That's fucking awesome. But to have people come out and have the girl who killed herself sister come out and say he's a rapist, don't go see that movie. I mean, I'm just saying, crazy. But yeah, 2 of Wands. I think he is caught in between two different places. And he's looking out on a high vantage point. But just because you have a lot of things or you have access to a lot of things doesn't necessarily mean everything's going to go, exactly how you say it should be. I mean, to me, I think he's I want to say repenting, but I think that karma is definitely showing face. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, same depiction. I think that is his journey. That is the thing, the karma that he has to deal with in this life. You didn't stand up. You weren't a protector. You brought that girl into that, circumstance, and you weren't righteous by her. My impression, what she told me, but like I said, it's 2 sides to the story. And for me, how spirit works is that this is not the opportunity to lie. Can spirits lie? Evil spirits, for sure. They have an agenda, but I think she was just really angry. And that's another reason why I moved her on. Like, we don't need that anger showing place. And as years go on, they get stronger and stronger and stronger, and I didn't want that looming around. So, in the past, it's Ace of Wands, him on top. I'm shocked that no one said anything about him being a rapist prior to him being a director of a movie where it's propelling, black people as a whole. I think it's very interesting. I mean, he didn't even graduate from the college that he went to. I think it was like Penn State. He transferred to another school after the charges were dropped, or he was acquitted. So it definitely gives an impression that out of sight, out of mind type of thing, yeah? 9 of Cups. He has a lot of different opportunities. I definitely seen that opportunities are galore. He has the ability to make something. He has a lot of, it's very interesting because most people never get those top kind of opportunities, but he seems to have them. And Empress turned upside down. That is the last card. I think that the Empress card, that is so funny he gets that card, because there's femininity in that, and something that, and to me, whatever it is, the final outcome is not going to be, it's going to be semi-successful. And when I say semi, means it's mediocre at best. I'm not saying the movie's not well acted. I haven't seen the reviews. I haven't looked at IMDb. I haven't looked at any of that. So if you don't know what IMDb is, it is basically where actors are solidified. If you have an IMDb page, you are in the actual industry. I have an IMDb page. I work in the industry. So that is how you find out if someone's actually fucking legit. And most new actors really don't have IMDb pages, but they also give reviews. And if IMDb doesn't have a great review, it's more than likely not going to pan out at the movie theaters. I'm not saying that their position is correct. I'm just saying typically it goes with how they do at the box office. Coincidence? I don't know, maybe, but it's legit. So that's all I got. I'm gonna pull my other cards as well, my shaman cards, and to see what it says about Nate Parker. What are some life lessons that he should learn, or he should pick up on, or he should do differently? Is really what I want to get at. So let's see what he should do differently. I'm just gonna do it like that. Reunion of Souls. Sacred Space. And Stripping Illusions. So I think that the Reunion of Souls is basically saying that own up to what you did. Find a place where you can have that piece where you get to discuss it, and then strip away this nice guy persona and really show up as who you are and not what other people should perceive you as. So that's all I got for today, and thank you for tuning in. I hope you like this video of Nate Parker, and yeah, have a good one. Peace.